Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. On June 8th, I shared a tutorial where I designed 3 original 9-patch blocks. In today's tutorial, I'm going to share with you how I designed a quilt that showcases those blocks. On the home screen, I will select Open an Existing Project, and I will find the Quantum Leap project that I did during the last session. And I will select OK. I will close the project sketchbook and I will select Design a Quilt from Scratch. Select New Quilt on Point. On the Layout tab, select the first option under Style, and for number of blocks, do 3 horizontal and 3 vertical. For the finished size of the block, I wanted to set something that would work well with the 9 patches, and so 9 would work, 12 would also work very well. For the finished size of the sashing, I selected 0. Then I went to the Border tab, and for Border 1, I'm going to make sure that I have lock size adjustments set to all, and I will set the style long horizontal, and I will make it 3 inches. If I double click on the number, I can change it to 3 and it should change all 4 sides. Then I will select Add, and I will also do in long horizontal, and this one will be 1 inch, which is the default. Then I will select Clone the selected border, select border number 1 and select Add. And then I will select another Add, and so it cloned the border, but for this one I'm going to change the size to 4.5 inches. And then I'm going to add a final border, and I'm going to reduce the border size to 1/2 inch, and I'll just use that as a binding. Then go to the Design tab and Block Tools, Set Block. Scroll to find the blocks that were added during the last session, and then I'm going to start with my turquoise block, and with the Control or Command key I will click on the first large on-point space on the quilt. Then select one of the pink star blocks, and I picked the one that had some piecing in the corners. And I will click on the 4 center spaces. Then I will take the simpler star and I will click on the setting triangles on all 4 sides. Now I will go to Fabric Tools. With the eyedropper, I will locate the yellow in the one block and use the paintbrush to color the corners. I also decided to swap out the square in those setting triangles with the gray. So I will use the eyedropper to find the gray, and then with the paintbrush I will recolor the patches. Then I will color the borders. And I decided I didn't want that last border, so I'm going to go back to the Border tab, select it, and select Delete. Now select the Design tab. Once I have a quilt colored, I like to select Hide Show Quilt Patch Lines so I can see what it's going to look like pieced. And then I will select Add to Project Sketchbook. For additional tips and techniques, please subscribe to my weekly newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com.